God is in the business of changing the narrative from get all you can to give all you can. I'm David Bridgman. Welcome to Worship in 360. I'm teaching my way through the 3 simple practices about money. Earn all you can, save all you can, give all you can. Today I want to talk about that third practice, give all you can. Our Bible story is Luke chapter 19. It's the story of Zacchaeus. Jesus comes to visit the town of Jericho. Now Jericho is where Zacchaeus lives, and he is the man about town. So when he hears the rebel rabbi stir of the pot Jesus is in town, he wants to see who Jesus was. But because he is short, he has to climb a sycamore tree in order to see. Here comes insight number 1. The practice of give all you can happens when I get caught looking. We read about that in verse 5. When Jesus came by, he looked up at Zacchaeus. Now, I think that was a penetrating, powerful look. Because not only does Zacchaeus want to see Jesus, but Jesus wants to see Zacchaeus. That word see is not just about the optics of our eye working. It's about the optics of our heart working, where we take in and understand. So perched on the tree of our lives, we're all looking for a life that matters. Go ahead and get caught looking by Jesus, who sees you for who you can become. Here's insight number 2. The practice of give all you can happens when I get caught liking. The look from Jesus is unsettling and refreshing, because Zacchaeus is a rich and powerful chief tax collector. But in the quiet, personal moments of his life when nobody is looking, there is an emptiness. Zacchaeus is searching just like you and me. The good news is that Jesus loves us as we are, but won't leave us as we are. So Jesus stops and speaks. We read what he says there in verse 5. Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must stay at your house today. Zacchaeus is the target of Jesus' love. And now the decision point. Will I like or not like, friend or not friend? Well, the answer comes in verse 6. So Zacchaeus came down at once and welcomed Jesus gladly. Say yes to Jesus. Not the fake social media kind of liking and friending. Because I believe you and I reach our potential when we welcome Jesus into our life. Now, here's insight number 3. The practice of give all you can happens when I get caught living. Life changed forever for Zacchaeus. We read about it in verse 8 as Zacchaeus stands up and says, here and now, I give half of all my possessions to the poor. And if I've cheated anybody out of anything, I will pay back 4 times the amount. For the first time, Zacchaeus can see the direction of his life. Money is intended by God to be used to bless others. Zacchaeus' encounter with Jesus, just like your encounter with Jesus, changes everything. I move from greed to generosity. So let you and I put our money to work, God's money to work for good purposes. A good plan is to start with the 10-10-80 plan. 10% in savings, 10% invested in God's work, and 80% you and I live on every day in a way that glorifies God. Financially, we know it's not how much you make, it's how much you save. And spiritually, it's not how much you earn, it's how much you give. So this week, join me in a lifestyle of joyous, generous giving.